know the cases. They're gone. I mean, you can talk, they will answer you, but the next week, they don't, no. So it's like a diminishing return.
But Mr. Wilkinson seems to be like a real family man, so I don't think he's gonna have these Thursday night classes long. He always talking about his family, so I don't know.
No, when I come to class, no, Charlie, tell us. You like the parents, no.
Okay, so my issue is, I actually
let me
need the
pull out my
22nd and the 29th.
They're not going with you and your boy T.
Mhm.
Focus. Where's my?
Well, Ms. Archer.
Okay, in other words, I'm just on the island there.
You can take her exam on the 15th, the rest of us will like regular everybody.
Oh, okay.
Cause
So
then I
leave
mean,
that there, put that here.
the only thing on the old one would be changing was.
Yeah,
the
but we
15th.
have Miss Archer last, so why can't we do unit 12 and 13 on the 6th, and we still have a week to review?
You can.
Yeah, I would like
Well, it
that,
depends on
yes.
us.
No, we will have unit, if we do unit 6 and 12 and 13 on the 6th. We still be reviewing on the
On the
13th,
13th, so that's.
and the exam still the Saturday, it's not, I would like that more time. After she provides what's gonna be on the exam to review, so the 22nd works fine for
Don't
me.
forget now that the 8th is a holiday weekend. I know you know that's doing daily squat that Easter weekend.
Okay, so Miss
Wow.
Archer, I'm putting in an early request, I may need to do the take home task that week.
What take on this?
For part 2.
No,
When
you
is
can come on,
the-
you can come on and do your test, the rest of the rest.
Yeah, we are in class until
The 13th.
the 13th? No, because the 13th will be the revision class, right?
Mhm, but you'll be ready.
That'll be 2 days before my exam, Miss Archer.
But you will be ready. This is the part I'm not getting. Why aren't you ready? Like for this one now, why aren't you ready? That's what I'm trying.
The same reason we always have a week to review, Miss Archer, before the exam.
You don't need a week to review.
Okay,
Why you need a whole week? That's what I'm trying to figure out
Because-
from you. Get my paper bro.
I don't, I am a full-time mother and a full-time wife and a full-time worker. I'm not as privileged as most persons maybe in this class, so. Yeah, I have a very busy life.
Say what?
I have a very busy life,
Full time mother.
yeah, full-time wife
Uh-huh.
and a full-time employee.
Well, I have to 3 of them.
And you have a toddler?
I have 3 dogs.
That's
You
not-
have
that's-
12
that's
days
not-
off long.
Nah, cause you
boy.
One toddler, I got 3.
Miss Sasha, you literally just throw that food to them and just leave them.
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
do
you can't do
that.
that. No.
Well, let's just say if they're neglected, they wouldn't, the social services wouldn't come and retrieve them from you.
You think the human society will not?
No, cause who's gonna call them?
People,
Ain't
this
nobody
morning I
know.
had, when I opened the door,
Ain't nobody knows.
Kylie
what's going
came
on.
inside and he wanted his head rubbed. He wanted his
Oh,
head rubbed. And then afterwards- Yeah, then afterwards, I thought he was hungry. So I went up and canned the dog. Would he smell it? He don't want that. So he went in the kitchen, he had to go into the kitchen, climb up on top of the counter. See what he could smell, then he go onto the stove and have to make sure he doesn't turn on the burners. Cause he goes on the stove, see if something is cooking on the stove.
So,
Mhm.
Wow.
And he's a puppy.
On my hours.
and I even doing two
Right.
different set of school drop-offs and pickups and dealing with this stupid traffic.
What do you do for lunch?
I don't have lunch. My lunch hours, I take and I do.
You could play the videos back over YouTube while you do that.
Yeah,
To
when I'm
to
like,
get the information back in. While you driving.
She could make her own notes.
No, I'm being serious, because that's what I.
You
try
could
to
make
do.
your own notes, you could eat to yourself, record it and play it.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Leah, you probably also very much younger than me. My body
What's up?
is
She talking
tired.
about- How old are you?
I am 35.
Oh my God.
Again. Okay.
All you have is excuses.
I am very
You
tired.
gotta find solution.
And then I'll still like to keep my sanity in the midst of all of
Well, this will be a season.
I
After
think
April,
to be honest, because I've seen
after April, it could be finished.
her relate with her. I saw I can understand what she's
Yeah.
saying. So you have to literally make time to do it.
About to
My
say,
time
keyword is time management.
My time would be like, oh my
It
God.
And
is.
then you need
Yeah.
energy.
But sometimes by then I would be
You think
tired.
I-
It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Like I have had to turn out every social activity request from
Yeah.
January until
Oh,
now.
it doesn't bother me
Like,
at all.
It sounds-
because what I could do in an hour, I need.
And it makes you energetic. And you don't feel like your appetite has increased.
No, a lot.
Sometimes like.
It's a mental thing.
No, I really disagree with you.
Why?
I think it's a mental thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Vitamins making you hungry?
Yes, some
Sounds
do.
off.
How?
What kind of vitamins you take?
I tried a couple different ones
Such
and they
as?
do. The, one a day,
You
the,
take them when you drink coffee or tea?
no, I'm telling her that I stopped taking them because I find that the vitamins increase my appetite. And it make me eat more, but she told me
If
no.
your body asking for food, that means you lacking the nutrients somewhere. and
Somewhere
something
else,
very
yeah,
critical.
they're not
Like
connected.
nutritionists will tell you if you have a craving for
Uh-huh.
something, your body lacking it. As you walk.
So when you eat more, what do
Oh,
you eat?
wow. Like, whatever I want. It isn't like, it isn't a
You
particular
need to
thing.
make sure you eat specific things, cut down on costs. cut down
I- I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time hearing this.
If
Even
you
when I
take-
talk about it at work, my
Yeah.
coworkers would agree, but I've never heard what they said.
Yeah, no, because she's saying that when she take her vitamins, she
Yeah.
eats more. I tell her I take plenty of vitamins.
Oh, I recommend
Some people, some supplements.
If it doesn't increase my
Yeah,
appetite, then it
critical.
makes me feel nauseous. I don't know.
Yeah, and have a good energy.
But I can't say, I
Mhm.
can't
When
say.
I look for, I think it was
Quick
Parmesan.
release.
Parmesan is good.
Well,
She,
if you feel like
appetite
it's
increases, she
It will. That's what it was. When you have an elderly person,
And it'll,
a very elderly
Energize.
person who is not eating much, you give them Parmesan. So, yeah, certain things are good, but they're designed for a certain type of symptoms.
So
Yeah.
maybe I need to come on coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I know, right now, this is not the time to come on coffee completely
So what
because
you
the effects of that.
Now,
take your vitamin.
coffee.
No, I don't, I haven't been taking my vitamins lately, but
But you
no,
need to.
I was trying to understand what Leah was saying. I thought she was
Because
gonna say-
so a lot of, oh my God, I'm such a nerd. A lot of the vitamins that our body needs are water soluble, but caffeine blocks your body from absorbing water soluble vitamins, which comes in vitamin supplements. So
Yeah.
if you have like tea or coffee or something, you have to do that like an hour
Afterwards.
before you take.
Yeah,
or
before,
after.
yeah.
But B12 helps your body absorb everything from your food better.
Vitamin C.
So if you
helps
take your
absorb
B12,
vitamins.
that's the only thing I take. Like I have B12 in my bag now. If I feel tired, I just do a quick release B12 and it helps tap up my energy for the.
So it kind of, it melts
Yeah, it's a dissolvable.
and that's the
You don't like
taste
that,
that.
right?
Take
The one I have is cherry one. Low
Mine
carbon
has
in
no
a
taste.
green bottle.
Oh, I have to look for this today.
Anything else?
We can help you, we can help you find something.
You think you're so tired, so you need
nobody
vitamin.
Yeah.
You need vitamin B complex, then you need B12.
Drink water when you first wake up. too.
B complex and B12.
All the things that you say you're doing,
Sure.
you need energy. And you need drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
you
my
can.
other
You wake up,
problem.
jumpstart your body with water.
I already
I
have.
have to work.
I
on
feel
it.
like I feel you, I feel you, I
Yeah.
want you. Like everything you said, I
Yeah,
check off my
forgetting
list
it now.
every single thing.
Nobody just tell women how to be healthy and.
Yeah.
They need to do what it's.
Well, I was about to ask her why she doing all these things, but anyhow.
I used to walk, I have to, because we all feel it.
Why?
What do you mean, like?
Drop
See,
off,
this-
pick up.
this is-
drop off, pick
this-
up?
No, this
Make
is the
breakfast,
problem
make dinner.
why men don't do anything. Because we as women don't tell them what they should do, and you're allowing them to get away with it. No. My husband had to do all that drop off and pick up. I don't come to me with that.
Would you?
Oh, you are too?
Boys, they grown, but I didn't do that. I never do them drop off. I don't do that.
You never did trouble and all with that?
No, don't do
I
that.
just tell them this week, I say I was.
Um,
I think I do the weights and
All of this, drop the valley, drop this way, and drop this way, and drop this way, and I just love, don't do that.
She used to lie and say she had to work late because I was the only place where she could study. She stayed at the office to study before she went home.
You have to take control.
She's like, I gotta do it. I gotta lie, I gotta lie, say I'm late, well, they have to reach like.
Why you get killed out? By the time you get 40, you'll be burned out.
Pass to the library, in the library.
I don't know, maybe I just need to buy one. I feel like my husband, he's still, he was,
Come on, and it's small.
you know, so when I go to the kitchen, I literally take like 3 hours to start.
But see, that's a problem you got.
A lot.
So you need to go, next time you drop.
And that's when my
on.
Yeah.
Something wrong with you. Go online and Amazon or wherever and get one meal.
That's it.
Like, it's just too much.
Show you how to take one meal and make a meal in less than 30 minutes.
And you have you tried them?
Yeah, I'm telling you, these are things that I have done. It's taking too long.
Yeah, I know.
And with two.
And then I wear it like, I know.
Some just.
I think I'm so, some of them are traditional cup. Like, I don't think it's fast stuff. Like, I feel like you should have rice and.
Cook rice on
Like,
Sunday.
instead of doing like fried chicken, fried.
Everything's supposed to be quick.
Girl, like, I was looking for.
Yeah. So that's how you have to learn to do. It's like pancake. And some people will go and make it from scratch, but as if you're still. But if you're not, you go buy the pearls and you just do it, or you buy the frozen ones. Like my son, he liked to have potatoes for breakfast, and it was more. I find the hash browns in the frozen section. Put them in the toaster oven in the morning while he's taking his bath, ready to go.
And also the greatest investment I ever made was the air fryer. Everything is cooking in air fryer. You put chicken breast, you cook it in air fryer. But then it's done. Put some sauce on that.
Oh, let me tell you, Steve, change the thing time back now. And then.
So,
let's do our-
some of the things don't be bad and I'll tell it with me.
I can tell it.
So I put it back so that the remainder of the year will not to be affected by our minor shift.
That'll be appreciated. I'll be patient.
That's what he said. You ready? And then go watch it 2 times. I woke up very early this morning.
I know last year when we had this, the first stage, I took 3 days off. From work, but I can now, I don't even, I can't even take no half days.
I have to find out
Because we allow that, like some people's days get.
I just took a vacation day.
You know.
I requested a vacation day and they put it as vacation. I didn't tell them why. And then when they found out why, they said, we'll just give you the day off. Like, we could see that this what you do. But everybody has.
I was like, I take a day. Because I have watch this.
My mom. Yes. I know how it works. I will be- it's jolly.
I have a half day on Friday, but I had, but she's studying law. So she's like, if I'll be Peter, she's doing, I could run the department, you know, you could take your time off, wake up in the middle of the night. So she's comparing me to her.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
And I'm like, oh,
Everybody.
it's different because I normally be to work like you say should be early. I try to get it like 7:30. So I at least get my workout, because by the time they reach, nonstop. So, and then I got to know people, but we have a coworker and she's new, but she's my senior. And she threw everything on me.
There was an adjustment time.
So when her person who she reported last, some, oh no, I think busy now, let her do it. So I done working on my work that my boss gave me, her like every day be calling, then I have to still juggle this. Last week I was running up and down the stairs, doing all kinds of things because we had things like that was urgent and to get up. Finally, don't even just.
I gotta add this past my premise from now
Yes.
till the end. Till we
Yes.
finish this, cause all us have to be coming out of this successful.
It's terrible. I mean, it's good because I realized that it has been helping me with my work more. Because I just joined the company last young week. But it's helping. It's just a lot to remember.
Yeah.
And I shot that and like Chuck, so I was talking about this.
Those are the two. Like, and,
Because they were real and the guy that. Really wow.
treating them how she gets things. Right. I was like, I know that, but these other ones like the company structure and stuff.
Yeah, so this class, this class is heavy. And then like, I remember when the first part I took the company picture.
And even
When
like
I
it's hard to have
started-
this, like, on this one.
Okay,
Right, like, so, so,
they.
kind of breaking
down
down.
Space in the
For class and like.
$3,000
Then I should.
That doesn't even make sense, like, I don't make sense now.
Enough.
And also the first period, it's my boss, there is that.
So they don't think it's enough.
I got it over you not less than that this time, I was like. So what you want me to do? Like, you want me to pass or you want me to? Like, exactly.
I got presented. And she told me she showed my grade and everything that we passed, and I did that, right? She said, oh no, I just don't see where it's enough. This time.
All right. All things have been changed.
Oh, so what's your name?
And she said, to tell you.
Natasha.
On April the 13th,
Hold on, put my calendar up.
she wants you to come to her office and bring her a birthday gift.
Birthday, oh, my birthday. Oh,
Said to tell you,
okay.
say, don't come without it.
April 13th. After the 13th is her birthday.
Mhm.
Is this the end?
So we, the only thing you changed is the 8th to the 13th and then the exam to the 22nd?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You remember? On the original.
That's the same thing we've done on.
Yeah,
Thursday, yeah.
and then we won't have the exam on the 15th, we'll have it on the 22nd.
So,
Yeah, we can make it.
Oh, come on, this ain't that bad.
I was gonna ask, the 18th is today,
Yeah.
yeah, this is the last class, and then we have that full week, so we'll class on Thursday.
It's sexy.
No,
This
no,
Thursday come in.
no,
no.
no,
Okay.
So you still have the exam, is that it?
yeah.
Oh,
I know, see, that's what I was saying, y'all have to make it.
Make it, you make. After the day, we can make it.
No,
No, because then you have to
We go
extend
back in.
everything.
then we have to extend everything, and you're going almost to May,
Yeah.
April 29th, yeah.
Hmm.
That's a long time. You need to get it over with. All right. So,
Let's say this exam, and we set up now.
what is, no, here's a question.
Oh, unit 10,
Mhm.
number 10. When does winding up of an IDC by the court commence?
Commence?
Is that the 6 months? What's the answer? 6 months?
I can tell you first thing is studying wrong.
Huh? Not answering. the
Yeah, I know,
question.
I know. It won't help you much, but anyhow,
Oh, my gosh.
Can I make about that?
You know, I used to go through and try to.
yeah, 6 months.
Before
Okay.
I read the chapter, like,
Mhm.
I had a class and then go back and read the chapter.
This having the questions at the back is just to make sure that you understood what you read.
Right,
That's it.
you're right, okay.
That's all. All right.
God, I'm from chapter one. I'm so sick and tired of this Solomon principle.
You are,
Um,
that's what company law is all about.
I feel like when we did that essay, it was like, I did so much research on that and reading. different
Wonderful.
things. I was like, I'm sick of the chapter.
So by the time I get your final paper, you should be close to 20 points.
Lord, Lord.
So
I was
on the
really supportive.
exam, huh?
I have to do, and I was like, what alphabet can I possibly write?
Well, when I sent the question to you, you saw the questions a little bit different, but you're using the same information from both
Right.
papers. And that's how most exams are written. The topics doesn't change, you know, it's just the way in which, yeah. So you're more or less asking for the same thing.
Okay.
So the exam has two parts. Part A is mandatory. Part B, you get to choose 6 questions.
So how many questions are mandatory?
You have 3. 1, you have already. The
Oh,
20-point
okay.
question.
Okay.
So in the exam, you only have 2 10-point questions to answer.
Part A is 3 questions, one of which we have already.
And they're both were 20 points.
No,
10 points each.
10 points.
10 points.
Okay.
The one you took home was 20,
20, so it's 40 together,
right?
and that's 10, 10, 10.
Now, if you didn't have a take home, then you would have had 4 questions to answer. So one of the mandatory questions is, let me see where to find that. So, you know that a part of structuring in trust is making sure underneath the trust, you have companies, you can have foundations, you can have executive entities, you can have different vehicles. But one of the services that an FCSB provides is nominee shareholder. What you saying God for? So the question is on providing that service, nominee shareholder. So you should be able to speak about the document that facilitates that arrangement. Why it is a service that we offer. What are the duties and responsibilities in acting as a nominee shareholder, and what are your liabilities?
Say duties and responsibilities.
Liability. Remember, I told you all how to do the cheat sheet? What-
Which is like, then that was a 5-1, so it's like,
Yes, I did.
Break down your points.
Thank you.
Put them in the margin, so you don't forget when you start doing it pretty writing, what you want to.
and so 10 for 10 points, you want like a page for each.
Answer the question.
Demonstrate that you understand.
Yeah.
And then
There's no length.
Hours.
Mhm.
Okay.
You have plenty time.
Yeah.
Because if you're prepared, like the mandatory questions, you know, there's no guessing. Like you're not sitting there saying, okay, I prepared for this one, but oh, look how she worded that. think I didn't answer this one instead. Let me answer this one, because you see students where they start, watch out and come back and then, the mandatory ones, you already know what it is. So you prepare for it. Write out your answer, write out your cheat sheet, memorize your cheat sheet, so that when you sit in the exam, you'll be able to answer the question, just like that. Why you staring?
I'm listening.
You have to train your mind how to write exams. Now, when it comes to part B, where you have to choose, a lot of students, like I say, they decide when they're studying that they're doing questions 1, 5, and 7, and then they get in the exam, they change. And when they change, they don't have anything on their cheat sheet. And then they end up getting zeros. Because they're guessing. They're not prepared for it. And then you have some students who actually prepare for all. But not all, but I mean for what they know they want, what they want to do.
Yeah, when I did for the first level, I answered all of the optional ones, like the ones you did now. And then I went back and I made sure I understood, but the ones that I thought, okay, I can explain this better, that's the ones I perfected and that's the ones I answered.
Mhm.
Ms. I just was asking with the grading for this one, between this and we get on the next.
But you
I
see,
feel like there should be 3 different certificates. Well, yes, I got them like broken up in the spot so much longer.
well, we gotta give it to you all in one, but how you gonna study it?
No, thank you.
Oh, it's easier to break it.
Because I think it would have been easy to mix up company stuff with trust stuff.
Yeah.
With exam time.
Mhm.
So, part 2 of this is administration for trust. That's what, there's 3 different certificates, there's 3 different topics. I think
There's
y'all
still
could
a lot
have
of block
separated this like, put in different certificates.
Diploma, but
Yeah.
If you have like the staff website with, what they require to get stuff, like they ask you to do specialties, so like you do a state specialty, a company law specialty, so that's why. Diploma. Once you get this, there's 30 credits, and you only need 30 more that you could get from experience.
Yeah, cause you see on it, I was like 2 years. I need to look at that thing. I never pulled it up. Yes. Finish the first part of the snap. But this helps us advance all of that.
So once we finish this and once you get your, once you could put in your 2 years for your experience, you automatically could apply to skip student level and go to affiliate level.
Yeah.
You okay now?
So, Archer with the stuff I know is an international certification, so you can work anywhere in the world underneath us. Love had to. You really.
And I
gotta.
Question too. She going international.
Ms. Ashka, help us get. I do
All right.
wanna know what if I marry somebody who ain't from here.
Oh, true. You love that.
Yeah.
There is plenty of them looking for it.
Yeah, but I didn't know. Anyway, that's good.
It depends. It depends on what you want one for a lifetime, or you want one to get to where you need to go. Different.
Miss Asha, you get that.
It is.
On a lifetime. one.
Know yourself.
Mm. Yeah.
If I didn't marry,
You say, but once you get where you need to go, then you can find a lifetime.
Okay, there you go. A lifetime is a long time. So the third mandatory question is on a director. So you know when we started the chapter on a director and their role, you'd see in unit 4, it speaks to the director having a fiduciary duty. Okay, so the question is around the fiduciary relationship with the company. What happened now?
We don't like the mandatory questions. So we just make it one section and let's just pick any five. Oh my gosh.
They always trying to find the easy
I
way
mean,
out.
optional questions were.
That's what you think it's Kenzie?
Mhm.
I think it's a smart thing.
You think so?
I'll put the easy way out. Mhm.
All right, so let's go. Out of the part B, I have 11 questions. And you six. Isn't that wonderful?
Sure.
I was
Alright, so
stopping at
it's only
8.
math. Oh,
Yes, thank you.
I was going to give you 8, and I said, no, let's try a little bit.
Quick question, nominee shareholder, you said, what is a document that is used? Why is
Mhm.
it a service we offer?
Mhm.
Duties and responsibilities, and what are the liabilities?
All right, so one of the questions you can select from is the one on the secretary. If you like that.
why you say it like that on the secretary?
What you mean?
Company.
Company secretary.
Just learn that.
Just learn that, and I gave you all the question. Okay, that question is on it.
That's my problem. Maybe we're going to try.
We just told you what you need.
We bring, when we have so much space, you know?
No, there's plenty of space.
Well, I
You
must
just
either
have to
use
learn
it
how to
up,
use it.
how do I release it? I
Not
need to-
really,
I need to
you
clean
have
it up.
to, no, you have
I
to
need to edit.
compartmentalize your brain,
Oh my God.
and it works, yes.
What?
It's like yesterday we were having an event, at- it was from 4 to 6. Supposed to be having fun, happy.
Y'all like drinks?
Yeah, they had wine to drink for me. Beers, don't drink that, and sodas,
Or you drink?
I'm drunk, no, I don't drink,
You don't drink?
drink wine,
Oh, fancy guy.
the good guy, not, what was they had there, bees? Yeah,
Birds and bees.
if not, they offer you, it's like, they give you gas.
Yeah.
So they were saying, oh. You don't understand how my brain works. No office at 5. 5, 5:05, 5:10. That part of my brain,
It's done,
it's
finished.
finished.
Does it have to go
It
to-
automatically switches. Automatically. Either I have a class or I don't have a class. But I can't hang around while they laughing and having fun. My mind is
See, right,
already,
go
it's
home.
gone. Completely.
Done, relaxation time now.
Yeah, if I don't have a class, then there's relaxation. If I have a class, my mind is already switching. What am I doing tonight? What pieces do I have to do? What chapter are we on? Which one of these people I go in the press with? But I can't just. That's what she needs to do. You need to learn how to compartmentalize. 3 o'clock in the morning, get up, it's time for you to study.
It takes a lot of,
Pardon me?
That's you schedule your life.
Oh my God, so that's maybe I'm not a morning person. Hate morning.
Well, you missing plenty hours. She missing time.
when I do my planning for my non-profit stuff that I'm involved in, it's usually like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I wake
Yeah,
up,
And your body
do
was
my- And then you
scheduled.
go back like, alive, like,
Mhm.
and then I go back to sleep for another hour when I finish, then you leave.
And then your kids will wake you up.
Mike.
You have to wake them up, eh?
But you didn't train them properly either.
No, and the thing is, all of them are not morning kids, like all of them are. So it's, yeah.
It's a loser.
We can-
No,
No,
I
like she's
expect
on
it's the
one
opposite.
program and she needs to start studying 11, 12 o'clock at night.
That's me, I'm not a morning person, but I can
You
stay
can stay
up
up
all
late.
night, I can stay up very late.
That's me.
I can stay up.
Well, then she needs to do
That's
what
me.
works for you.
But I know, like, early mornings, I know. I have to
Yeah,
get up at a certain
and your
time to do
mind is
certain things, so I set my
Much
time.
clearer. Now, I have done
And
it
then the
during
last
crunch
one?
time,
Yes.
like when my lunch was given up. but it ain't, some might struggle to do.
I don't
It's
have
only
not
for-
a money. None of that affects me.
It's always here.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But
But
then you
now
ready?
I gotta do it.
Oh, yeah.
So I know, I think I wrote it somewhere, right? But yeah, I have this question on the company.
That was,
You know what?
that was the discussion we had. So, he was quoted saying that the secretaries doesn't have any power, they can only listen to other people, they only a servant. And then if that's, I guess, true, in today's era of secretaries.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Since you really need these vitamins.
I wrote that down.
All right, next question. Companies, can either be incorporated under the IBC Act or the CAC. And a lot of the promotion is around the IBCs still. And we know that there are lots of benefits in someone incorporating an IBC. That's a question.
Without the restrictions of a person incorporating ISD. And it looks like incorporating an ISD.
Next question,
There are so many
11.
benefits.
Oh, yeah. You wanna know how many you need to know? 10.
Yeah, 10 more.
I think that's like 10 in the ball for 11.
Yeah, but it's a 10-point question, so you get one for right.
We need to know what, 10 benefits?
It's a 10-point question.
Oh,
You don't have to do that one if you can't remember 10.
maybe one of these.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
It is, if you can remember. I wouldn't tell you the trick to remember that.
Holy, gotcha. I thought you were looking up first. I don't understand. What's the chart?
Remember, like an acronym or something.
Yes.
That's
That
like
one.
one sometimes it hopefully some.
Awesome. And then I find to talk about somebody about it is how it's stick.
But if you do the acronym, it's easier. I give you a little scenario with a gentleman who is from another part of the world. And he wants to incorporate some companies. I give it a little background. And you just have to tell me what is the due diligence process for onboarding that client. And what customer due diligence requirements you will request from him.
That's a sorry, say that again. What is the due diligence?
Process, yeah, is onboarding.
Okay, so March.
Who will be on board?
The process and the requirements. A client, foreign client.
So what is the due diligence on what, right, without a required on?
Mhm. The next question is on record keeping. Why do we need to keep them? And then it has a little flip side to it. So when you read the units on record keeping, it would have listed different types of records that should be kept. Registered, the articles, all of that. So I need you to provide examples of documents under 2 categories, legal and regulatory.
Legal and regulatory documents.
Mhm. I mean, actually, this one,
What are the, say, what are the documents required for legal?
regulatory. If you wish, you can do a question, related to filing suspicious transaction reports. And that one is about knowing what it should contain. And why ongoing due diligence is important.
Filing suspicious report.
Mhm.
Which is a.
Why ongoing due diligence is important. That's 5.
Yes.
Okay. 7 is done.
You want me to read them?
No, we're not reading them.
Okay.
When we did liquidations, who can cause the company to go into liquidation?
Directors.
Or creditors. So there's a question on liquidation with the creditors. And they want to bring an action against the company. And you need to provide them some advice.
The creditors wants to bring an action against the company and they approve.
Mhm. So that's all right in line with the question that was asked, the very first question. The next one is a 2-part question. Again, it's easy. This one is just discussing the advantages and disadvantages between sole proprietorship, partnership, and a company.
I answered that one.
And that could be done at the table.
Okay, so what's the question?
Oh, nah, listen, this you should, Solomon principle, you all should know those 3 things all by heart. And a company.
Advantages and disadvantages.
Mhm. And you can do it in the table.
Advantages and disadvantages.
You say-
Sole proprietorship,
Mhm,
partnership,
mhm,
company.
mhm. That's one part of the question.
Okay.
The second part is explain the process for voluntary liquidation of an IBC. And that can be done in bullet points.
And list the steps. I mean, you say list point.
You can do in bullet points, yeah.
And the first part, you said the table is fine.
How was your session on risk? Was good? Just a question on risk. Well, wonderful that you answer my question.
Yeah.
Your question on us. It was hard. Like, not that it's in hard, but it was just so much information. I think everybody was quiet that class. I can remember nobody. So you have to narrow our questions.
You mean narrow, you have plenty of information.
Well, all you said is the question on the rest.
So I'm about to tell you what I want. So the question is asking you to prepare. Let's put magic. Make it. You can put it like in slides. So it'll be like bullet points. Okay, so it's a presentation on risk that you're making to staff. And what you're looking at is all the aspects of the FCSP's business and the risk that is inherent in those products, and include some mention of risk mitigation. You all can see the chapter on that, right? I can see it.
Risk factors are
Sorry, and then include the mention of risk.
Mitigation. You like that one?
No.
Yeah.
That's a no from me, sorry.
Okay, the presentation of risks to staff on your FCSB business, which you said after that?
Risk mitigation.
Risk that is present in
The
those
products.
products.
In the products.
In what products?
The products in FCSP, their products.
Oh,
Yeah. They're risk in all products. Risk mitigation, how do you mitigate against those? You like that one, eh?
Yeah.
So area specialty.
Might be the only one you get.
From that area.
But I still remember.
Okay, so the next question, this is a little, I just throw some stuff in. It's an easy one. Just for you to explain some terms. The stages of money laundering. What is an eligible introducer? Tipping off and a shadow director.
That's it. Sorry, so explain terms of.
Stages of money laundering.
Oh, stage.
Eligible introducer, tipping off, and shadow director.
But I didn't get the second thing you said. Stages of money laundering.
Eligible introducer.
Eligible introducer. And so we just said after that.
Shadow director.
Tipping off.
Tipping off.
Yeah, my God, two last questions, similar to that one. Let's do some more definitions.
No. The next question has two parts.
Two parts. This the last one?
One.
This is 10, right?
Yeah. One part speaks to knowing the duty of confidentiality and the exceptions. And the exceptions. The other part, you can do it in bullet points. What are the requirements to incorporate an IBC? And select the name. Selection of the name part, you have to write that. That can be.
Requirements to incorporate an IBC.
And select the name. And last but not least, one I know you all will answer. An IBC has a new director, and he wants you to explain 4 things. 1, what is the memorandum of association? So there's the Articles of Association. The types of meetings that can be held by an IPC. And the share capital required.
As it,
Mhm.
I like that, types of meetings.
Share capital,
What is a memorandum?
yeah.
Memorandum, and then articles of association. Share,
4 things,
what the third one was?
types of meetings,
And the fourth one was?
share capital. You get to choose 6.
Yeah, I think my third.
And, yeah, these are the question.
Thank you, Ms. Ash.
And too bad.
So let's just say we answer all of the questions and then.
First 60.
Yeah, give us the best 6 we do.
Okay, it's like cross marks, that's the way.
Make sure you're six.
Your first birthday.
Yeah, best 6.
In trouble.
I thought it wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, then we started looking for answers to this.
No,
But
you see the wording of questions.
That's it.
Right off.
But throwing
But
it.
yeah, but if you've made your notes on the topic,
Yeah,
no matter how the question comes, something in your notes.
right.
You can put in there. But if you come without anything on your cheat sheet, you'll be. Cause I have quite a few students who start and then they go blank. Then I have some that don't even start at all. They walk in and they walk out.
Yeah.
And they say when they look at it like,
It didn't trigger anything. like-
no.
But then I can think with the money. Like, it's
Right.
like I had it right, A, B, C.
No, because for me, the last one was just the wording of the question, but then I was like, okay, regardless of how it's worded.
You know,
it has to be what's-
yes, yeah.
That's what got it, me through the last
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
After I then sit down and waste some time.
Yeah, don't be frightened. And you read it, you'll see. So even like if you take the question on the last one we just did, memorandum and articles, whatever. You know, I worded in the way to say somebody wants something and all that, but you know,
That's what
she said it's on this, and this. So you could go from there.
I have a question.
Mm.
For clarity, right? Like the distinction between the cases and the recent approach by courts in the parenting of the video.
Isn't she serious?
Yeah, she is.
He's asking me the mandatory 20-point question. What's the difference between the decisions made by the court on the older decisions versus the newer decisions? How many classes did she miss?
I don't remember. For true, I don't feel like I could find an exact answer.
Is she serious?
Okay, anybody
Right.
else have that?
For the second part question, put the 2 first questions together, that's the answer.
Right.
What we talking about?
Here again.
Exactly.
But, okay, but it's
No one
asking for a specific distinction though.
Yeah,
Like-
the first question talked about the principle,
The company, yeah.
Mhm.
what it is. And then the second question talked about actually best in the public.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
And I think all this question was like, it was like, explain what it is and then how you can.
And give it a name of the case.
Press person,
Okay,
second
then.
balance,
All right.
system.
And there are other cases
Another
that you
case,
want, yeah, the older one.
But if you look in press, there's mentioned a lot of cases.
All of them are right. Didn't I
Yeah.
say that? I said, please read it. Then in next class, I said, please read it.
But we
I
didn't
said
need
all
to
the
take,
cases.
we didn't need to take every case, we just needed to give an idea on the concept of.
And then if
Why
there's
they-
one that you actually like, then you could write it out. That's why it's a take home.
That's why it's like 21 instead of 10.
That's right. Cause I put it in
And that's
exam,
why
I
I
had to
don't
word
want
it
to take
different.
Exactly.
Yes, take home is marked harder. And the
And
questions
you're
are
looking for
longer.
more.
Because you're home.
Access to every resource imaginable, including people.
If we had, no, I don't know, take home that much, but it would have been flexible, drive away the cross line. But my thing is, right? If we had to take home, we still would have this much questions.
No.
Okay. There'd have been a lot of them.
They
I
didn't
know.
have- It only had 4 or 5.
When we had the pandemic and we had those take home exams, and you was writing at least 15 pages
Mhm.
for your questions to be considered.
Yeah. Because you're home.
That was tough, boy. I knew the deadline, and if that wasn't submitted, you get 0. It's not as a cheat, although you booked it. You mean something. It's hard for you to read.
So yeah, as you can see, some questions are long and some are short. When I say long, I don't mean pages and pages,
No.
but I mean, some you could just do a table, some you could do bullet points, some you actually have to write.
This question, 7 advantages and disadvantages. We talking about the following principle in this as well?
The one with
We
sole
have-
proprietorship, partnership, no,
Okay,
uh-uh,
let's check and see what you. Oh.
uh-uh. Yeah. Yeah, because I know there's even some people, not in this class, but some people just in public, when they speak and they're speaking about a company, then they'll say the word company, they say the word. So they need to change them and each one means something totally different. So I just wanted to make sure you're clear when you walk in here, you don't mix them up.
Something that I wanted to ask about too, though, something I can't put my mind on the exact question, but when it came to company and incorporation, I was trying to figure out. Is there a difference? It was something I read in the book last night, but that made it seem like company and incorporation was different.
What you mean?
Like company law and IUC, right? I know it's company law and then there's CF. Right?
No,
The company.
it's a company act, an
Uh-huh.
IBC act.
Mhm.
So you can incorporate a company either under the Companies Act or under the IBC Act.
So for most, you'll see the companies are, and also the
The company's act is primarily for
Bahamian companies.
Okay. But I saw in here saying that IBC can also be a Bahamian company, right?
Bahamian's gonna incorporate
can-
IBCs.
So what's the difference is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I know IBC is obviously for foreigners, but why would a Bahamian have an IBC?
He may want to do business abroad.
Okay.
Ms. Archer, 1992 company is which one? is it?
So Bahamian
Nineteen-
can have a
Company,
company,
is that?
Yeah,
That's what the question was.
1990.
yeah, that's the Companies Act.
Companies Act 1992.
No, there's some, at work, they call it a 1992 company.
Oh,
So that's the way they.
even on that page, BAC or IB.
Okay, yeah, they don't say
That's very old.
that. The 1992, you mean?
Yeah, that legislation is.
Okay.
My students now who are doing they make little amendments there, who are doing the company law, the actual full company law class.
Mhm.
They're doing a research paper on amendments that need to be made to the 1992.
Okay.
Because other jurisdictions have changed it.
Hmm. Okay.
They leave a lot of decisions to be made by the court. Those things are stipulated on their legislation.
Companies Act is for Bahamian.
Bahamian companies.
Mr. Archer, they have a state process too with this. So we would learn that and stuff then. We would learn that.
This is not a part of the foundation certificate. You could have done that at UB.
If I did law,
No.
I did business.
You could have done it as an elective. That's a part of the banking and finance program.
Which one that would have been?
418.
Because I get asked for the.
Well,
You teacher at PGA.
Mm.
Um,
last year.
You say this is gonna be your last year?
Their last year.
Oh,
Yes, before they graduate.
You could explain on page 32. Second paragraph, you're limited solely by shares with par value for both by shares and by guarantee. Statement of the authorized share capital of the company setting forth the aggregate par value of the shares of the company's authorization. Like, that's confusing to me.
Hold on, now, my page.
Right
my
here,
page.
page 32.
it's something that's from memorandum.
Second, yeah,
The memorandum for.
and that's memorandum of association.
I see where you are.
Mhm.
For company limited by shares. They could have shares with a par value, or they could have a par value. Shares and guarantee.
That's all I'm saying.
That's one way. And then you have a statement of the authorized share capital of the company setting out the par value of the shares that is authorized to issue. So. Anything here? So let's just say, they say we're gonna have shares, share capital of 5,000. And they're gonna be valued at $1 each. That's the share capital. Or they could say, we're gonna have share capital of 5,000 along with a guarantee. And all it's saying here is that the authorized share capital sets out the aggregate value and how much is going to issue. So you can have a capital of 5,000 and only issue 500 shares. Or you could have a capital of 5,000 and only issue 200 shares. It's up to them. And some people issue like 15 million shares and issue at that and have it at one time. Oh, God.
That is horrible.
Yes, it is.
It's too much work.
Yes, it is. And I believe because they have a registered agent, I think that's why they do that kind of foolishness. They give you
Yeah,
any
because
work
they don't- they
because they
don't
don't have to
have to
worry about.
Which should the power value be $1?
Or you tell them it should be
Yeah.
one.
When they don't come with, they'll be like, and be like, well, why? Because it's easier to.
Yeah. When they start doing them in pennies, it's rough. It's rough. All right, so you all are ready. See, she's on her phone. She don't need time to study.
So what about, we can go over
Right,
guarantee here. I think guarantee was one that I kind of struggled with.
You mean accompanied by guarantee?
The way I remember it, was read the word minimum. I guarantee that at the end of the day, I will give you X, Y.
That's good.
You sure about
You're not putting no money up front. When you
Right,
issue
comes after,
shares,
like, when
it
we
comes-
round it up.
yes.
So when you run into hard times, you come knock on my door, $50, because I promise you, I give you $50. That's so.
Yeah. No, that could be slow. It could be fast.
At that point.
Yes, it's fast.
They are. And that's like the companies that nonprofits. are-
Yeah, they're responsible for the debt of the company regardless of whatever, they specifically put the share capital up for a time, right? Or
Yeah.
is it that they say, okay, it's still like limited amount would be 5,000, come after the fact when the company's been wind up.
I just had you,
You mix up
yeah,
the capital,
Mhm.
so it's if the debt is $5 million and I promise you I give you $50, then you can get out of me $50.
That's it.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So regardless, just like how they.
But
would
did you
set
get
it
to
out
put no
for the-
capital in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, take capital out.
before tax. Like how they would say, okay. They put it up before, and then they discuss what their liability would be. So regardless, my limited amount, the max you could come to me for is $5.
What I forgot.
Whatever
My
you agree to. Yeah. That's what the guarantee is, whatever you agree to, just like in banking. If you got a loan and I say I'm guaranteeing it, it's guaranteed up to that figure.
Okay.
I suppose there's a process where if a nonprofit grows and you wanna approach the current guarantor, you can say, okay, we'd like to increase, would you be willing to increase or whatever, I guess you could.
Yeah, or we may have to go and get new guarantors,
Guarantors.
and sometimes they don't like that.
Because why would I increase my?
Yeah. So it's up to you.
And that would be where, that agreement would be on what, which document?
Separate company.
Separate.
Yeah.
But that don't be in the, that wouldn't be in the registered agent's files.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
No,
So
they only keep corporate documents.
So Dr., I have a question around the schedule still. Why can't we finish, why can't we have unit 10 and 11 on March 30th? Because this is with you. And then unit 12 and 13 on April 1st and our exam on April 13th.
because that number, unit 11 would be a heavy unit.
But you
I see that already.
know.
I see that already.
What a bucket is, what the bucket?
I'm familiar with these things.
Is it? But if unit
Private
10
class,
is
purpose class.
small, if unit 10 is small. You all realize that these Thursday classes was only like half an hour, right?
Miss Inge, you say you have plenty million thousand things to do.
Yeah, but we just talking about combining one class. Put up the entire schedule, because I really don't, I really have plans for the 22nd and the 29th.
But we still can't have exam.
What the 22nd?
We can have exam on the 13th.
That's a
You can have
Thursday.
anything
The
to take it.
13th is a Thursday.
I mean, the 15th.
You
We
can
can still have
still-
exam on the 15th.
You can still have it on the 15th.
Yeah, but Ms.
It'll be
Archer,
ready.
I don't want that.
not if we still, not if we haven't done revision.
We could be doing revision on the 13th.
Right, so why would I wanna take the exam on the 15th?
Cause you traveling on the 22nd.
Exactly, and you studying every week. Okay, how we just did the revision. If you were studying all along,
I already.
did it
picked my
make any
questions.
difference?
I already picked my questions.
Sasha, everyone should be studying, but everyone needs studying.
So
You
we
can't
did-
lump
okay,
everyone
But that's
together.
now, so we looking at the future now.
So now we know.
Now you know what you need to do.
That don't change my life schedule. I know that these classes can come in. Cause those Thursday classes was just a waste of me really preparing for them, because there's only like half an hour, 45
But then
minutes
you could
long.
use the
The
time.
time
until
to
9
to
o'clock
study.
because that's what I was
No, okay, Aaliyah, clearly we don't operate this thing here. I must go to work all day, drive up and down in traffic all day. I don't work like
But
that.
you essentially.
And then-
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys wanna combine a class to run until 9 o'clock. So
Yeah.
run until 9 o'clock and study instead of.
No, but it's different if I'm interacting with persons versus me sitting another hour or hour and a half by
So
myself.
when you
until
have your, okay,
9.
so when you have your class on Thursdays, you don't lock yourself in a room? Away from everybody?
No,
You have to. You can't have the kids around you talking, mommy, can I have this while you have class? Cause normally I tell my students, if let's say we finish 7:45 or 8 and the class is until 9, I say you have an hour to read. So when they come next to the next class, I don't want to hear, I didn't read it. So I went to work. You had a whole hour to do it.
Yeah, but Ms. Acha, it's not as simple as that for me. I have a toddler who's cry and asks for me when she knows I'm there. I don't, my oldest is graduating this year, she's doing APGCSEs. So I try not to even bother her. And then sometimes my husband work requires him to do additional stuff. My parents and stuff, I'm not here with family. So no, it's not like I could say, oh, Kwame, come get Mariah and keep her for this 3 hours, I go into class and stuff like that. No, I'm not.
You're fine.
Kind of like that.
You don't think so?
And then
Find a way to
the
put it to
season,
sleep.
it's like everyone had the flu, it was a bunch of, and I feel like I was sick all month off and on. And then, yeah, and then so,
No,
yeah, but I'm just saying, it will still give us that sufficient time for a week revision in between the exam.
so if
Because
you,
if we don't have class April 6th, our last class will be April 1st. And then we have the exam on the 15th. So we'll still have from April 1st to the 15th
But we'll still
to
have to
prepare.
We still have to have class on April 6th, though.
Not if we come back.
To do the
Okay.
revision, we'll have to have April 6th as the revision. When else we can do the revision?
Okay.
Because we
what's
can't do
April
it on the 8th, the 8th
Oh,
is a holiday, the 6th is Thursday.
Okay, so that'll still. So I can still work like that, because literally, how long it took us to do a revision just now? An hour. So even if we still do unit 13, we can still add the revision hour, so after that. And then we can still do
I
the
guess
exam on the
everybody come into class on time.
on time.
in the class, Paying attention in class and doing, because if we don't start class by 7 o'clock, we're already late, we're ready to learn.
But doesn't the Thursday class start on time? We have
Everybody
been
will be there at
time.
7:30. So like this last class, everybody who came late missed a good chunk of information, a good chunk of discussion.
Okay, but what that have to do with you supposing to be in class at 6:30 and then you come late? So that's on you.
Okay, so all of this on, just an individual, we gotta take carry out individual.
And study. Right, that still doesn't prevent class not starting on time.
I mean, it could also be argued that they don't present us have an exam, we're supposed to have it.
And technically, you're supposed to have it on the 15th.
why you want more?
Then the end of the 22nd, and that's what I switched to, right?
But yeah, I'm saying you could have it on the day that you want. The whole reason at the time this change is because the 8th falls on a holiday.
Right, so if I do it on the 15th, we're not doing revision until the 13th. Which is 2 days before the 15th. So it's still an inconvenience for me.
When do you travel, the 22nd?
No, I probably traveling on the 21st.
Okay, so you can come on the.
You can come on
Thursday
the
before the Saturday, that's a week, that's literally a week.
Yeah, it should come any day to the.
And then you get it out of your head before your birthday, before the trip, you still have your full week to study.
Yes. Understand, so you all did all these classes by Zoom, right?
We discussed it.
Yeah.
Overlook it, huh?
And we don't know.
Oh,
We didn't
okay,
have
that's fine. Do you want these by Zoom? In my section?
I like in person.
I like that, especially for the reading.
Okay.
I don't
So
mind
we'll
a
do
Saturday.
the 30th of Saturday, we will come.
Yeah,
The two Saturdays or just the last?
that's fine. I think it's two.
The 13th is the one.
That's Thursday. The 13th.
Oh, y'all want that one as well. That's the review one?
Mhm.
Oh.
The review could be on.
It can be on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, be this video.
More like me.
Yeah,
I
because
could
6
drive-
o'clock is dark.
I could drive from Arches to get it.
So then for you, we'll only have the first then. and
Mhm.
On the first of April.
Mhm.
It's the only in person.
Mhm.
Well, we don't know what.
Wilkinson is here.
Oh, Mr. Wilkinson normally likes to be teaching on the board.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're right.
Yeah, because when I come on the third, when we talk on the 13th, the exam will be already there. If you get up to 14th, to 15th, to 16th, to 17th, 18th. That's plenty time.
I like that.
Look on your calendar. You can take that any day of that week. Any day. So it ain't that bad,
Let's see.
not that bad. Just be mindful, if you take it after the 22nd, that'll be a totally new, with no reading. So students don't take it, if they're traveling, they take it early. Leave everybody out. And some do well, because I've had some classes like how we have it today, and some students take it Monday or Tuesday. And they do well. And better than just a pass. So it's really up to you. But I mean, if you haven't studied all along, then it makes it more difficult. If you've been studying all along, you would see that exam is not that difficult. Somebody missed it. Siobhan, you have any questions? Should be some fun. What are you saying, something?
Yes. Yeah, I want to
Siobhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you have any questions?
Not really. I think I get
Okay.
all the questions and what's not. My only
Okay.
concern is, the same thing like what DeAndre was saying. Why can't we still have the exam on the 15th? I mean, if we get the review questions on the 6th instead of the 8th, we still would be able to come in on the 15th and take the exam, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I hear that you guys are postponing it until a week or two later.
Because the 8th,
It's a holiday. I
the
get that.
holiday. So
But if
that
we-
8th, yeah, so the 8th changed to the 13th.
Right, so what you're saying is we have to do unit 13 on the 13th.
Yeah, we'll try to do the 12 and we could do, let me see.
Because if we could do everything on the 6th and still have the exam on the 15th, I think it would be better for, in DeAndre's case.
You all want that?
So on the 6th, we're gonna do a unit honor review.
Mhm.
I got no more fighting. I had planned out my next based on the schedule.
Because, I mean, the reason why I said is because I also have plans, those weeks after the 15th. Because we have this class, I didn't schedule anything around it, but
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah, so
I got you. Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard for me now to, I mean, and everything then booked and paid for. So it's gonna be hard for me now to, try to maneuver around those states.
Okay, so for the 6th. Okay, so what we can do is for the 6th, we can do the review, and then on the 13th, we can still have a class if anybody have any questions. Probably won't be long. Up to you all,
Sorry,
but you will
say
still
again.
take it on the 22nd. They can take it on the 15th if they want.
Oh, okay.
So on the sixth, we could do the unit and review.
Mhm.
But I guess it could be fluid and based on us, because that means we have the 30th, the 1st, and the 6th. If we could push through our units in 2 days, then that means the 6th, we'll have full review instead of having to do a unit.
Yeah.
We could, yeah, just don't want to force ourselves to not get into unit time, I guess.
Mhm.
It's up to us.
Okay, Siobhan,
Yeah,
so you can still take it on the 15th.
okay,
You
that's,
and Deandra.
okay, that's good. And we'll have the review on the 6th, and we'll also have another, I mean, we'll have class on the 6th with the review, and then we'll
Mhm.
also have another review on the 13th.
Yeah, if you need it.
I think that's fair.
That's good?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we could all we could try to push through all the material. If we don't, we have the space, but if we do that.
Yeah.
You would provide the questions or the concentration points on the 6th.
6, yeah.
Okay.
Right. And then I'll still leave the 13th open. In case anybody have any questions or anything, because after that, you're on your own.
So that means.
Yeah.
That means none of us forget about grade on this. Because technically we have 2 reviews.
More or less, yeah.
Oh, boy. Don't let that affect the way you write the exam, okay?
Why?
No, the way it's graded.
Yeah. So that's good? Right. So good luck,
Thank you.
study hard. I just have to do something. Put a line to it so I can. Talk to them.
Okay. You said you were gonna leave your phone number if we had questions this week. Or you want us to just email you?
You see why we having class on the 13th?
No. I mean,
I talked about the 13th of April,
I know, but I'm gonna do my best that day.
on the 13th?
Hold on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
lied.
What day is that?
You said the 15th,
Yes,
not the 13th.
okay, I'll just see you.
Yes. You mean you'll find out?
This week?
You'll find out. in the
Maybe
13th.
today. Only my weekends, I don't have time for sure, to be productive. I these days,
It's not that you gotta reorganize your life.
yeah, maybe. I, yeah.
But you gotta hurry and go now. All right, let's go. What's your one right? How I feel about feeling about. Yeah, well, anyhow, she can take her. Can take her exam.
I guess after the review of it. But I would be comfortable with how much 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
After the review. Yeah. Yeah, I sit in my house with my headphones on, even if I'm not. And if I hear people.
But that's
talking,
still a good
I
idea,
sit I'd be like, I just want to.
yeah.
Okay. I'm at the point where,
My kids are all, but my kids are in college now, so I can improve with y'all then.
yeah, I had to
Yeah,
send my
MBA
child.
and all that.
Yeah.
Can't do it, you're right.